Kumbungu by-election alert. Police intelligence points to possibility of violence. But CPP alleged the NDC is planning the chaos as means to rig the elections.
You now want to employ violence or employ rigging. And our executives on the ground in the constituencies and polling stations are also interacting with their counterparts, and so when they are telling us, we're listening. We're asking everybody to be vigilant.
Tonight, we will interrogate the reports.
This is Top Story with Evans Mensah.
Top Story is brought to you by Bond Financial Services, your success, our passion. Belaka Mineral Water, the new generation mineral water. It's also brought to you by Lifebuoy, still 100% better germ protection. Blue Rose Limited as well, shelter for all. Raised by the CPP, partly confirmed by the police, there could be trouble tomorrow in the Kumbungu by-election. Police in the region have confirmed to Joy News they have information some individuals may be planning to cause mayhem. But the Convention People's Party is taking that intelligence to a whole new level, alleging it has reliable information the ruling National Democratic Congress has an elaborate plan to exploit the situation to rig the polls. We will shortly hear from the police. But first, this is the CPP's Communications Director, Niyama Konfra, outlining details of their own intelligence.
The NDC now want to employ violence or employ rigging. Well, we are going from community to community. We are interacting with the people. And our executives on the ground in the constituencies and polling stations are also interacting with their counterparts, and so when they are telling us, we're listening. And so we're asking everybody to be vigilant to ensure that this ballot is protected. We're asking the police, the military, and everybody in the constituency to also do their job and ensure peace, and to ensure that no violence is employed to destroy the mandate of the people of Kumbungu. We are very confident that we will do very well in this contest. If there are any irregularities in this contest, we will be in court.
Northern Regional Police has told Joy News they also have similar trouble in intelligence, pointing to several violent-prone areas in the Kumbungu constituency. They will not discuss details of the intelligence report, but insist they have put in place adequate measures to avert violence. ASP Ebenezer Tete is a regional police PRO.
The patrol teams on the ground patrolling the place. We are also going to have 3 sets of patrol teams joining them tomorrow. We have identified so far about 73 polling stations, and each polling station is going to be manned by at least 2 police officers. We will also be positioning men at the coalition center and all other places that we have identified prone to violence. So we will do everything possible to ensure that the place is calm for the elections to go on.
But do you have any warning sign indicating that there could be violence tomorrow, as some parties are alleging?
We are going to take care of all those threats. In any elections, you have flashpoints and other places. So we have taken up all those things, and we have planned adequately for those things. So we'll put our men on the ground to ensure that anything of that sort is averted.
But you haven't identified any such threats yet?
Oh, we have identified flashpoints and other things on the ground. There are certain things that it is better we strategize and curb it rather than discussing it on net. So those things you are talking about, we have picked up certain things and we have strategized to make sure that the elections tomorrow is free, transparent, and violence-free.
So let's just talk about these flashpoints. What are some of these areas that you've identified so far?
We have identified out of the 73, 20 flashpoints, and all those places will be adequately manned. Those places identified as flashpoints will have patrol teams who will be patrolling the quite often.
So what will happen to anybody who tries to foment trouble?
The law will be made to apply. The law will take care of them.
Now, Now, the Kumbungu seat became vacant after former MP Mohamed Mumuni left to take up the post of the Secretary General of the ACP. The NPP is boycotting the poll tomorrow. The CPP is one of the parties contesting the by-election tomorrow. I'm delighted to say I've been joined on the line right now by the party's National Communications Director, Niyama Krumfra. Thank you, sir, for your time here on Top Story. Now, how credible is your information that there's possibility of violence tomorrow perpetrated by the NDC as a means to rig the elections?
Well, very credible. When you look at the fact that our candidate is now clearly the favorite in this by-election. Everywhere you go in Kumbungu, NDC elements are saying Moses. MPP elements are saying Moses. PNC elements are saying Moses. So the whole of Kumbungu at the moment have declared that they want change. Now, when we traveled all the communities, 116 villages, and we are getting the same message that these people feel that they are losing and now they are going to resort to violence, we have to take it credibly.
How do you come to the conclusion that the NDC is losing? This is a seat held by the NDC, remember?
I'm not saying that we are. I'm saying as we travel, this is what people are saying.
And you believe the people?
We can only try and believe it, yes. Because when you think that Chairman Azoka, who's the chairman of the NDC, is known to be a very violent operator, and we know that the flashpoints, for example, are in Kumbungu town itself.
Mr. Krumfra, think about what you're saying. You are saying that the NDC, who at this moment, they hold that seat. And by virtue of the fact that their candidate have been elevated to an international position, this seat has become vacant. They will rig this poll and inflict violence on the people there. Is that something that makes complete and absolute sense to you?
The people of Kumbungu, everywhere we've been to in this campaign, have told us that they want change. The NDC feel that the only way they can win this seat is resort to violence. I'm telling you what people are saying on the ground. Obviously, it's not scientific, but this is what we believe. In the by-election, and when you know that the chairman of the region, Chairman Azoka, is a violent operator, and when you know that in Kumbungu town, one of the flashpoints, this candidate has his youth club, and youth club are known to be very intimidatory wherever they go. When you look at a place like Ballon, we know that it's a flashpoint.
Yes, the police indeed, we confirmed. After we spoke to you, we checked with the police. The police confirms there are flashpoints in Kumbungu. But to jump from flashpoints and potential violence to now pin it on a particular party, I wonder how you got to that conclusion.
What makes it a flashpoint? Because there are known people there who are known to behave in a particular way. That's why they are flashpoints.
If you say known, you must have evidence that you've done that in the past, do you?
Well, the police are telling you these are flashpoints. How does the police conclude that these are flashpoints?
But they didn't say that it's because the NDC or its agents are violent.
It is not CDP supporters that make those areas flashpoints. It is not MPP supporters that make those areas flashpoints. It is these youth clubs who are known to be intimidatory in their behavior. That's what makes those areas flashpoints. And I'm giving you examples of areas where we believe are flashpoints. Kumbungu town itself, where this NDC candidate has his youth club. And they are known to behave in very intimidatory fashion wherever they go. And so all we are asking is that, yes, we don't want violence. We don't think there should be violence. And if the police say that they've identified this flashpoint and they're going to do their job to ensure that there's a violence-free election, we'll welcome it.
Okay, stay on the line for me because I've been joined right now by the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, Mr. George Lawson. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, the accusation is that you're planning to cause violence and use it as a vehicle to rig the polls tomorrow. So the CPP alleges. Do you have any such plans?
Thank you, Evan. Good evening. This is really clear. A thinking booth calling or saying, alleging that a floating booth is doing something else. I mean, what's the reason of this? That is unheard of. How can a thinking party claim or allege we are going to succeed? We are a party that believes in no violence. And we believes in having a free, fair, and violence-free election anywhere there should be, or anywhere elections are conducted. So I don't see this baseless allegation that the CPP are making. Maybe it's mere speculation. And the fact is, what impact have they ever made in that constituency? What impact? So the candidate that we have is a former MP. CPP, what their strength in that constituency? Then we are going to say backward. What is the we are all pretty, and we are tomorrow we are free, fair, and violent, and they coming out with this speculation.
No, he's saying that your agents are known to be violent in that particular part of the constituency. That's what he's saying, that your agents are known to be violent, and therefore it's fair to conclude that if there's going to be any violence tomorrow and there are flashpoints, those behind it will be your agents.
Are you going to the one that like it? Proof? Are you going to proof? Or because he need attention? Because nobody has heard of them for some time now. They don't even have one fly in parliament. So they want attention. They want people to know they are in existence. And I'm sure that's why they're making those video allegations.
Let me get Mr. Komfra to respond to that. Mr. Komfra, fair point, isn't it? In the last elections, you got next to nothing. And so is it fair for him to say that you're simply seeking attention here?
No, I'm afraid we didn't get next to nothing. We got over 4,000 votes. And this time round, the NDC voters have deserted their candidate. They have deserted their candidate.
And how do you know that?
Because we are in the constituency.
Have you conducted a poll?
116 villages. No. How do you campaign? Have you campaigned before? When you campaign, people tell you. People tell you their mood. They tell you that where we go, they tell us they want change. They tell us that this candidate was in this constituency for 8 years and delivered nothing. So they are deserting their supporters are deserting this candidate. That's why they are now planning the diabolical plans that they have.
Mr. Komfra, with respect, in the 2012 elections, you said same, that you've had similar information that your candidate is winning, other candidates are going to lose. Yet when it came to the crunch, you are just telling us that you got some 4,000 votes out of what? 12 million legible voters.
Our candidate has worked long and hard in this constituency. He hasn't waited to become an MP. He's been working in this community. He's taking light to the community. He's taking market to the community. He's taking compound to the community. He's done many things in this community. Water, borehole, mechanized water, many things in this community. So he's got a lot of respect. Now, the people are saying they want change because they voted for this government. They voted for the government candidate. Now they want change. That's why they are deserting their candidate.
Okay. Now, let me go back to Mr. Lossing. Mr. Lossing, tell me, you know of this place. We've spoken to the police. They've confirmed there are flashpoints. I wonder what sort of information you're giving to your supporters there to remain calm and keep the peace tomorrow.
Yeah, that is what we're telling our supporters. We ask them to remain calm. We don't want anybody to engage in any violence. The security agencies are there to deal with anybody who engages in any violence. And again, let me just come back. It's a shame for the NPP to say that the NPP they're not relying on their strength. They rely on what are their strength. It's a shame. And but the fact is, I heard Mr. Apofa make a mention of things that their candidate has done. Our candidate has done more than that. What is the impact of what their candidate has done in that constituency? Our candidate has done more than that. He's talking of what he's talking about. He's done 10 times what he has done. And he is a man of the moment, and come tomorrow, he will engage victorious, and NDC will still represent that constituency in Parliament. And they will still be without a fly in Parliament.
Okay. Mr. Lawson, thank you very much for your time. Ella, you had Nyama Komfra-Hazy, CPP's Communications Director. Mr. Lawson is the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC. That's it for Top Story. If you join us again in 15 minutes on Newsline, I'll tell you what the Ghana Medical Association has been saying at a press conference they've called some 20 minutes ago, dealing with the strike that is currently ongoing. Also, tonight, we know that WAEC has cancelled some papers in the ongoing West African examinations of the senior high schools across the country. We'll tell you which papers and why is why cancelling those papers. Join me on Newsnight on radio. My name is Evans Menza. Top story is brought to you by Bond Financial Services, your success, our passion. Balaka Mineral Water, the new generation mineral water. It's also brought to you by Lifebuoy. Still 100% better germ protection. Blue Rose Limited, shelter for all.